What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do an unboxing and review of the One More Ear Clip S20 Earbuds. I was, again, shopping around and I went ahead and pulled the trigger on these guys. So, very interested in seeing how One More, I'm about to call them some earphones, how One More does in this space when it comes to the clip-on earbuds. So let's go ahead and jump right in. First, let's talk price. You can get these from One More at $79.99. I've seen them as low as $49.99 on Amazon. You can, as always, I'll leave links in the description below where you can pick these up. You got two colors. You got black, which we have here, and you also have blue. As far as specs go, with Bluetooth version, they rock a dual-core 5.4 chip there. As far as codec support, you have AAC, SBC, and LDAC. You do, as far as battery life, you do get up to 30 hours on total between the earbuds and the case. I was trying to get a little breakdown on that, but I haven't been able to find anything that give me substantive exactly how many hours on the earbuds. But if once I find that information, I will get that out to you. I do know the charging times for the earbuds from 0 to 100 is an hour and a half. With the case is 2 hours. So once I have more specs on exactly how many hours you get individually, like I said, I'll post it in the comments section and below. That way you can check it out there. All right. As far as water resistance, these guys are rated IPX5 water resistant, so you can work out in these with no problem. As far as features, each earbud has an 11 millimeter STD dual magnetic diaphragm. They have an ultra secure frame. You got a 4-mic environmental noise canceling system with AI tech for clear phone calls, high-res audio certified, wireless high-res audio certified, let's put it that way. You got immersive spatial audio with Basemore Plus audio enhancement. You know we would definitely test that out. You got directional sound with the ear clip, the earbuds, touch controls, multi-point connectivity, and app support for Android and iOS. So let's go ahead and jump in. Let's get the Cricket. All right. Get him out of the way for someone gets hurt. All right, there we go. Make sure there's no other tape. All right, let's go ahead and get these out. Now, off the topic, I am hoping that One More drops another high top tier earbud to come to replace the Evos. I'm really hoping that they do that. I like to see One More throw their name in their hat in the ring when it comes to all the earbuds and a high level headphone as well. All right, enough of that. Let's go ahead and see what we got here in the case. We've got I love the brand. Look at the packaging. I love it. Absolutely love it. All right, even for Ear Clip earbuds, I love the packaging. All right. Let's go ahead. We got the earbuds and case. We'll pull that all to the side for right now. All right, there we go. I'm gonna get that filler out. We've got our user guide, and looks like we just, of course, we have our USB-A to USB-C charging cable. All right, we're gonna put that back. We got plenty of them. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and put this all to the side, and let's take a look at these. See if we can just slide it out of the sleeve. Can we slide out the sleeve without? Yes, we can. All right, nice. All right, let's take a look at these guys. Kind of one of cases on the more rounder side. Still gives you that pebble type feel. I love the matte finish, so you ain't got to worry about fingerprints or anything like that. You got your One More branding here on the front. Right above that is your charging LED. At the bottom, you have your USB-C charging port and your pairing button. Okay, so let's go ahead and pop these open. Ooh, they look nice. They look really nice. Let's go ahead and pull these out. I do like the silver. I ain't gonna lie. I like the gloss. I actually really, really like the way the gloss looks. All right. Okay, so you got your one more branding here on the front. This is where your touch surface is, I believe. Let's go ahead and peel this off. Man, I do like the gloss. I prefer it rather be on the device, on the earbuds, and not the case. I like the case being a matte, but I love the gloss. This looks really good. Really good. You got your speaker here on this side. Of course, that goes into the ear. Oh, I love the way that looks. Let's go ahead and put these on. All right. Let's go ahead and pull this one for the left ear. We're going to pop that on. Let's go ahead and switch our cameras over. Get this one in. All right, there we go. All right, here's how they look. Very, very nice, very secure. They're not moving once you have them on. Absolutely love it. All right, let's see. Yeah, very secure. Yes. All right. So what we're going to do now is we're going to get these guys paired up to the phone, and we're going to go ahead and take a walk through their app. Stay strapped in. All right. Let's go ahead and get these guys paired up. And go ahead, pop it open. Now, it has Google Fast Pair, so it should automatically connect. Waiting to see what goes on. You see the pairing light here is flashing. No? All right, let's go ahead and do it ourselves then. Actually, you know what? We're not going to do it ourselves. Let's do this. Stand by. All right, we're back in. I went ahead and just did a quick restart of my phone. Let's go ahead and try the Google Fast Pair again. All right, looks like it's not connecting via that way, so we'll just go ahead and dive in and do it the old-fashioned, excuse me, the old-fashioned way. All right, so there it is. One more S20. Let's go in. All right, so we are, let me see, make sure we connected because it said connected. Let's make sure we are. Okay, there we are. We are connected, got the slider and everything. We are good to go. All right, so let's go ahead and back up out of here. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into the app. See if we can pull it up here. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Oh, app is okay. There, that was weird. It said app wasn't responding, then now it's back on, and now it sees sees my earbuds. Let's go ahead and connect. All right, we are connected. Now we can go ahead and pick our color. I'm sorry, we had 3 colors. We had the blue, black, and it looks like a tan or pink option. So let's go ahead and hit black. All right. The app seems to be kind of slow. But nonetheless, we are in. And let's take a walk through. All right. So you got the name of the earbuds here at the top. You got a picture of each earbud. And right in there, you got the percentages, the battery percentages of both. It's kind of overlapping the earbud, the illustrations there. Let me see if I closed it and go into candy bar mode. See, how it works out. Okay, there we go. It works better in candy bar mode. All right, so again, name atop, pictures of the earbuds and the case and their respective battery levels. You've got your signature, your sound options, which basically you got presets. You got studio, bass reducer, bass booster. We can get over there. Then you have voice enhancement, and you've got classical and pop. We'll go back to studio on that. All right, so there is no graphic equalizer that I can see as of right now. All right, so then of course you got your custom settings, which is your touch controls. You only got double tap and triple tap. Tap and hold automatically calls up your voice controls. You cannot change that. Same thing for the right earbud as well. So you are really limited on here. So you got play and pause. So I guess I'll set my triple. Let me see. That's from the left. So previous track. Then I'll go right. Next track. So if I wanted to use my volume, I had to use my device to turn up and down the volume on these. All right. So that's how that's set up. You got your shortcuts where you could turn on either gaming or LDAC. We're going to turn on LDAC. We're going to turn that on for a high def audio. All right, I got it disconnected. Sorry about that. I should have known better. All right, back in. I went ahead and rebooted my phone, everything. This app is really, really finicky. So we're going to try to get through this as fast as possible. All right, so I showed you guys that LDAC was turned on. All right, so now you've got your settings option here. You can go ahead down here. You've got your burn-in option where you can just let them just run the audio through. And just let the speaker diaphragm and everything burn in. They say that improves the audio, just the way audio works on these here, the way the sounds improves the sound and everything from their earbuds. The longer you let them burn in, the more use. After more use, they get better, basically. All right, you got your firmware update option here. Okay, you've got your controls, you got product, your product color, experimental features in here is your pop-up window, pairing window. All right, so I'm thinking this is the reason why, actually, no, this activates to check your battery level, but I was thinking that's the reason why Google Fast Pair didn't pop up, but I digress, that's not it. Of course, then you got your frequently asked questions, contact us, and about one more. All right, me personally, I believe one more needs to do some more work on this app. All right. Also, you have your quick guide to the product in case you need some walkthroughs or anything like that, like a manual. All right. So that is pretty much it for the app walkthrough for the one more Ear Clip S20 Earbuds. Let's continue with some testing. All right, what we're going to test now is multi-point connectivity. We're going to see if we can connect them to my tablet, the S10 Ultra, as well as my Z Fold 6. We already know that it is connected to my Z Fold 6 here. All right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and turn off my Bluetooth to the phone, and we're going to put these guys back in the case. Real quick, just to let you guys know, I believe you can interchange these. Like they can go, no, you can't actually. I take that back. The magnets reject, so you cannot interchange them. I thought they would be able to, but they could not. All right, so I was proven wrong. Nice. All right, so what we're going to do now is let's go ahead and open these back up, put these guys in pairing mode. Let's see. All right, there we go. During pairing mode, we're going to see if it pairs up to my S10 Ultra. Now, again, these supposed to have Google Fast Pair. It should have popped up by now, but it's not. So I don't know what's going on with that. So let's go ahead and let's go to details. And let's scroll. All right, we have it down here at the bottom. No, it didn't pop up. All right. Just wanted to double check and make sure. Yes, we want to pair. All right, pairing light turned off. I think our slider showed up here. And now you can see they are connected to the tablet. Now, I do have LDAC turned on. So let's take these out of the case. I do have, so we want to see if these guys will still connect even with LDAC turned on. All right. Or do I have to go in and turn it off first? All right, so here we go. We're going to connect that. Now, my watch connected. No, it will not connect with LDAC turned on, with LDAC turned off. So we have to go ahead in and turn it off. Let me see if I have the app here. I do. And let's go ahead and get that taken care of here. All right. We doing this in real time, folks. Oh, I guess we can't. All right, let me go ahead and disconnect it from here and connect it back to the phone. And we have to turn off LDAC. That's a shame. You can't use these without LDAC being turned on. With LDAC being on, that's a real miss for one more here. All right, let's go ahead and get connected. All right, this app is driving me crazy, but we want to get through this. All right, I went ahead, turned off LDAC on my phone, so we are connected to the phone now. So let's go ahead over to the tablet here. Let's get him a little bit. Get him in here a little bit more. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and connect to the tablet. Let's go to details. And it still won't connect. Learning more and more about these as we go. That's why I love doing this in real time. All right, so it couldn't connect. I saw it looks like it could only connect on one device at a time. I thought it had multi-point connectivity. It was stating multi-point connectivity, but hey, I digress. Apparently, it is not possible with these headphones. So there's the test. No multi-point for the earbuds. Another big miss with these. I'm still going to look in here real quick before we continue, just to make sure I didn't miss anything. But it doesn't look like I did. So let's continue with the testing. All right, next up is the mono mode test. We're going to see if we can listen to one of these clip-on earbuds while the other one is charged in the case. So we're going to go ahead. We got our song picked out. So let's go ahead and hit play. All right. We have them both on right now. So what we're going to do now is, now that we got audio playing, we're going to go ahead with the left earbud, take that out, put that in the case and close it. Audio is continuously playing in the right earbud. So let's go ahead and take that one out. Put that back on. Music immediately starts. All right, so let's go ahead and take off the right. Close that. All right, now I still got continuous audio in the left ear. Basically, flawless, nonstop, and you can use them independently, doubling your battery life. Let's continue. All right, what we're going to do now is the touch control test. They do not have like a wear sensor, so we don't have to worry about them pausing while I'm holding them. But right above the one more sign, let me get a little closer here. right above the One More logo is your touch surface. All right, so I showed you earlier, you only got like a double tap, triple tap, and then the long press options there. So I went ahead and set them up. The two options I was able to set up, the double press and the triple press, to my liking. So we're gonna go ahead and test them all. So here we go. We got our music playing, well, not playing, but we're gonna go ahead and double tap on the right earbud. 1, 2. Music started playing. All right, now if I double tap it again, 1, 2, it pauses. Now, same thing for my left earbud as well. So you do 1, 2, the music starts. You do 1, 2 again, it pauses. So it does work there. Now, on my right earbud, my triple press is to skip to the next track. So if I do it here, 1, 2, 3. Oh, it didn't do it. Let me see. 1, 2, 3. It switched me to the next track. Or, yep. And then if on my left, it's to go back to the previous track. So if I do it here, 1, 2, 3. It took me back to the beginning. 1, 2, 3. And now I'm back to the previous track. All right. So, and again, with the press and hold on either one, it calls up my voice assistant. So we're going to do it on the left. Press and hold. What's the weather for tomorrow in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania? All right, there you go. Voice assistant works. Unfortunately, those are the only two options you have, or only two programmable options, but you do have 3 touch control commands that you can use. Again, another major miss, in my opinion, for One More with these earbuds. So much potential with the touch controls. Hopefully a firmware update will improve this. Let's continue.
This is a mic test with the One More Ear Clip S20 earbuds in a quiet location. This is a mic test with the One More Ear Clips S20 earbuds in a quiet location. This is a mic test with the One More Ear Clip S20 earbuds in a crowded location. This is a mic test with the One More Ear Clip S20 earbuds in a crowded location. All right, we are out for ambient sound test with the One More clip-on S20 earbuds. So you can see we have them in. All right, let me go ahead and paint the picture quick. We've got traffic going back and forth on the road behind me. We've got the railroad. We got trains moving on the railroads in front of me, a little bit in the distance in front of me here. We got a light breeze. We got a storm. Looks like we got some storm clouds coming in. So we want to get this done quickly. So let's go ahead. I got my audio book up and we are at 50% volume. All right, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and see how loud these have to be in order for me to be able to listen to my audio with no problem and also be aware of what's going on around me. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and turn into the wind. All right, now I got the wind into my face, going into my ears, so we can go ahead and hit play here. All right, so now at 50% volume with the wind and all the ambient sound around me, they sound kind of a little low. So we're gonna go ahead, move up. We are now at 65%. Still sounds low to me. So let's go ahead and move up to about 70. And I think we hit the sweet spot. Wait a minute, no? Yeah, I think they're a little lower now. I got some loud vehicles coming by, yep. Let's go ahead and turn it up. All right, so now we're about 80%, and I think this is exactly where they'd be good at. All right, I get clear audio here at this point, and I can still hear the cars and everything, the trains over here. I can hear it all, but I can still hear my audio nice and clear with these. So a little bit of a disappointment with the One Mores. I was hoping they didn't need to be this loud in order for me to be able to enjoy them. If them being this loud and everything, if I was in like a close quarter area or something like that, I'd more likely probably have to deal with audio leakage. Just to think about it. So yeah, it could be a better job. And it's like we about to start getting some rain, so I'm gonna end it right here. So this has been the ambient sound test for the One More clip-on S20 earbuds.
They could be better sounding. All right, we're back in for the sound test. We are back in the app. Let's go ahead and show you my EQ settings. Now, these guys do not have a graphic equalizer setting, so we cannot manually create the sound that we're looking for, but I'm going to go with the classical sound on this one. It has that more to the V shape that I like, as opposed to all the other ones. Studio is just a flat line option there. It's just, lay flat. Your pop is more mid oriented. You got your voice enhancement, which is self-explanatory, and of course you got your bass boost and bass reducer there. We know how that works with these clip-on earbuds. So we're going to go ahead and rock with classical on this one. So let's go ahead. We're going to jump into I got some other songs lined up we're going to test with. So first we're going to start off with PYT by Michael Jackson. We're just going to see how these guys sound. I am at my optimal listening level here right now. So let's go ahead and get the camera switched over. Let's get our cutaway. All right, there we go. Okay, song number 1 with the S20s. Let's do it. All right. Again, I like the guitar coming in right at the beginning. But the vocals low sounding, really low sounding. All right, now you got good sound from the instruments, a decent sound stage. I just wish the vocals were a little bit more prominent. Let's go ahead. We're going to flip this around real quick. Let's go ahead and get in and try voice enhancement. All right, we're going to go ahead. We're going to pause it. And then we're going to start it up again. Okay. Now you can tell the difference. What happens is I don't think the voice, they enhanced the voice, but they did turn down the background music, which in turn enhanced the voice. So that's what they did there. All right, let's go back into classical. All right, hit play. Again, now it's almost like they switched, kinda. But I do like the classical because so we're gonna go ahead and rock with that. I just wanted to test that with the voice enhancement. All right, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go ahead and turn this up just a little bit. All right. Now I think this is a great spot for these. Excuse me. Nice and clear, good vocals. Let me pause that. Good vocals there, and again, you're getting a nice separation with the instruments in the background. I like it where it is as far as the like my volume is. Now I may get some bleed into the microphone, so I'm gonna try to keep talking that way. It's not a copyright issue for me, but I like it where it is. So let's go ahead and jump into another song. We will continue on the old school option here as much as we can. I'm trying to find a really good good song. Oh yeah, let's go back up. Let's do some Hall of Notes. Here we go. Let's go there. All right. Again, nice with the instruments. Your guitar, your keyboard. Again, decent sound stage. And remember, I had to turn this up like 2 or 3 notches to get to this sound or this volume level. All right, the vocals come in. Again, clear, not as prominent. But it's okay. Again, I like the music. I'm just wishing I don't have to turn it way up like this. But again, these are open earbuds, so if you do that, you'll definitely have leakage, and then you won't be able to mind your surroundings. So you turn it up like that, you're kind of defeating the purpose of having them, I guess. But again, at that volume level that I had them at, I like the instrumental sound. I just wish the vocals from the singers were a little bit more brighter, a little bit more prominent. All right, let's go ahead and let's find another one. Let's go back to where we at? Oh, where's that one? Let me see. I don't have it on here. Oh, there it is. All right, some troops, spread my wings. Here we go. I like that. Again, with the keyboard. Again, getting good sound from like the instruments, the keyboard, the drums. Again, I just wish the vocals were a little louder. Now, if I went ahead and switched out and went to the treble enhancement, then I wouldn't get the sound from the instruments that I'm getting right now. Again, lack of a graphic equalizer, I think would help this a lot. Actually, you know what? Let's try something. Let's go into Wavelet. Let's open up Wavelet. Turn that on. Let's go to graphic equalizer. Okay. There we go. Yes. Yes. Oh my God, yeah. We're gonna name this one more. Yeah, I like this. All right, I like this one with Wavelet. I went in and named it Ear Clip S20 for one more because now they sound great. So the stock EQ or the stock presets is not working. This is where it's at with these. Man, that sounds good. Even if I turn it down, let's go back to even at my preferred listening level. This is where it's at. Oh, all right. Let's try one more song. Let's try one more. We're gonna keep it on Wavelet. All right. Let's go ahead and jump. We're gonna jump into one more song. It's just like unlocking a code, man. This is great. All right. Let's go ahead. We're gonna do "Home" by Kenny G. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay. Again, we are using the Wavelet. Man, that's nice transition, but not. All right, let's go move it up a couple notches. Oh man, this is where it's at. Yes, Wavelet with these earbuds. Yeah, absolutely. Sounds really clean. Oh, for an open ear earbud, these sound nice with really crisp with this Wavelet, man. That's awesome. So clear. Oh, okay. All right, man. I'm just like popped in Wavelet. Totally changed the sound of these clip-on earbuds. Now it's just like, oh man, I was just like, man, they're really missing the punch there. But now we found it with these fantastic. All right, let's go ahead and now I just feel like I just solved the major world crisis or something. It's just great. I love the fact that I was able to discover this on here with you guys. So let's go ahead and talk about my likes and dislikes of the One More Ear Clip S20 earbuds. Let's go. All right, we are back in for my likes and dislikes of the One More Ear Clip S20 earbuds. First off, let's start with my dislikes first. No wireless charging on this. No multi-point no audio or no multi-point connectivity at all on these earbuds. The lack of touch controls. The overall low volume on these guys with their just overall, even with wavelet, the wavelet made them sound made them improve their sound. Let me put it that way. But still, I wish these guys were a little bit more natural. Had a little bit more volume to them. The lack of a graphic equalizer within the app. That's a pretty long list of dislikes there. All right, so I think that pretty much covers it though. Let's go ahead and switch over to my likes. I like the design, the case, very pocketable, absolutely. Can slip into like even the small pocket. Love that. Can go right in. A little rounder, a little on this end, a little rounder in here in the middle, but still very pocketable. I love the look of the earbuds with the gloss, and you got the one more branding on it. Absolutely, like I think that's complete fire. I love the fact. Let me see. Are these the ones? Can you do that? No, these aren't the ones. Okay, I thought you could switch them in different ears, but I don't think that will work. But man, I just love the way these look. Again, another one of those ear clips where you can put them on and you will completely forget you have them in. They're very light, very comfortable. I mean, for all day use, just absolutely great. I just again have my caveats with the volume and all the other options there, but yeah, I mean, for a budget clip-on earbud, I can't. I do have my complaints with the volume, but and the fact that you don't have multi-point, those should be automatic in here in 2025. But they're just way too many caveats on this one. But I do like the way they fit and feel and everything. I just wish they had a little bit, oh yeah, and not to mention the One More app itself. Man, One More needs to either A, update that app, or B, just come out with a whole new one that works with works flawlessly with their products. Just having this connect to the app takes too long, or it doesn't connect at all, which forces me to either A, close it and reopen it, or B, reboot my phone in order for the app to work properly. So that's a major one of the majors in my dislike column for these. But yeah, I think I cover everything as far as my likes and dislikes on these earbuds. Let's wrap this up. So this has been an unboxing and review of the One More Ear Clip S20 earbuds, a decent pair of earbuds for a budget phone. Budget earbuds rather, for the clip-on one, especially if you're out there exercising or you want to be or bike riding or something like that. You want to make sure you're aware of your surroundings. These were definitely one of the ones that will allow you to do that and still be able to enjoy your audio. Mainly, like I would recommend these if you were listening to like podcasts or ebooks or something like that. I think these would really work for you, especially on a budget. If you're looking for something that's going to give you like good music and everything like that, nice volume, these are not the ones for you if that's what you're looking for, in my opinion. But again, I did discover using the Wavelet app really unlocked a lot of the potential with these earbuds as far as this overall sound goes, because these do not have a graphic equalizer within the app at this point. But man, if you're on a budget and you're looking for a pair of clip-on earbuds for like audio books and podcasts, definitely take a look at these. Would I recommend them off the top? They wouldn't be my top recommendation, but they would definitely be on the list of recommended earbuds in this form factor, in this genre rather, if you're interested. All right. So again, if you like what you see, go and hit the like button. If you want to join me as I continue to do videos like this and others, go and hit the subscribe button and notification bell. That way you're notified when videos like this and others drop. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.